All right, what's new was new. Back on another pick here today. Last pick we made, it was the player prop in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We just barely got it, man. This dude had 17 points late in the fourth quarter, man. We had Bogdanovich over 17.5, and he hit a late three in garbage time pretty much with like a minute left. It was a pretty crazy shot, too. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but it was, pretty far out. And luckily, he was able to get 20 points, so that's good enough for the win for us. So yeah, man. Now we move on to the big one. It's the NBA Finals, man. Finally, it's the Phoenix. No, it's Milwaukee. Milwaukee Bucks going to Phoenix to take on the Suns. Game 1. And I'm gonna keep it real short, man. My thinking on this pick is quite simple. When it comes to the overall series, I'm really not too sure if I had to predict, I'd probably say that the Suns are gonna win, just because of all the question marks around Giannis. I mean, it really goes without saying. Really, I mean, the whole entire series depends on Giannis being healthy. How healthy. Will he play in how many games? At what percent? Will he be? In Game 1, personally, I'm not expecting him to play. Could be wrong. There was some, a little bit of noise coming out that, he was, I believe a fan ran into PJ Tucker at the store or something, and PJ Tucker reportedly said, he's going to play in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Who knows how true that is? Really, it's the internet, man. Who the hell knows? You can't put too much stock on it. But if you ask me, man, I think he's going to come back, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4. I don't think he's going to play in Game 1. Could be wrong. He may play, but even if he does, I'm not counting on him being 100%. And with all that being said, man, I got to go with the Suns here. Currently, the spread is minus 5.5. I'm making this pick a whole day before, but I don't really see much changing with the spread. It's obviously going to come down to, whether Giannis plays. If Giannis plays, look for the spread to go, down to like minus 3.5, minus 4 for the Suns here. If he doesn't play, probably look for it to go to minus 6.5. So, with it being minus 5.5, I'm going to take my chances with the Suns here. I'm going to take this current spread. Basically, regardless if Giannis plays or not, I'm confident with this pick just because of the Game 1. This is Game 1. We've seen the Suns. They've not lost a Game 1 yet in these whole entire playoffs. And we've seen the Bucks time and time again in each series that they play in. They don't come out hot in Game 1. They usually use Game 1 as a feeling out process. They eked out a win in overtime versus the Heat. It wasn't good enough to cover. They lost against the who did they play next? They lost against the Nets, and then they lost against the Hawks. And we're all over the Hawks in that game for the same reasoning. So this is pretty much the same pick here again. Game 1. I'm not expecting the Bucks to come out hot. You still have a question mark with Giannis, so that may play out in our favor as well. But regardless, I feel confident with the Suns here. I think this would be a good series, man. Hopefully, if Giannis is playing, he's close to himself. I'm expecting this to go 6 or 7. So this should be a great series. I personally like both teams. I really don't care too much who wins. I'm fine with either of the teams winning. I would love if the Bucks win, and I, of course, would love if the Suns and Chris Paul could win. So yeah, man. I don't really have a dog in this fight. I'm gonna just be looking at the bets and see who we can pick and who we can benefit from. In Game 1, I'm going with the Suns, man. So the pick is gonna be minus 5.5 for the Suns. I'm picking them to get Game 1, and I'll probably be on the Bucks later in the series. Game 3, Game 4. Depending on all what happens. But yeah, man, for this pick, Game 1, Suns minus 5.5. We'll see what happens.